Ever wonder what it would mean if humanity's story ended tomorrow? All our achievements, all our failures. Would any of it matter?
Deep thoughts today, Scott. Did you have an existential crisis over breakfast?
Not quite, Def. I was rewatching that Doctor Who episode, Vincent and the Doctor. It got me thinking about our legacy as a species.
Ah, Van Gogh and time travel. That'll do it.
Exactly. What if humanity is like Van Gogh? Brilliant but troubled, and possibly unappreciated in the grand scheme of the universe. Let's engage.
Take your seat. The human adventure is just beginning.
So, in Vincent and the Doctor takes Van Gogh to the future to show him that his art will be celebrated. Even though it doesn't change Van Gogh's tragic fate, it adds to his pile of good things.
The Doctor says, the good things don't always soften the bad things, but vice versa, the bad things don't necessarily spoil the good things or make them unimportant.
Exactly. So, if we think of humanity as Van Gogh, and our time ends tomorrow, what's in our pile of good things and bad things?
And does any of it matter once we're gone?
That's the big question.
My question is, why am I in this vidscreen insert today?
Oh, I've seen the script. We'll make people dizzy bouncing from one screen to another otherwise, so trust me.
We'll see.
Maybe the best way to look at this is through the lens of optimistic nihilism. Def, care to explain?
Certainly. Optimistic nihilism is the belief that while the universe may lack inherent meaning, individuals can create their own purpose and find joy in the freedom that brings.
So, even if our existence doesn't have cosmic significance, the meanings we create are still valuable?
Precisely. It's about embracing the void and filling it with our own passions and actions.
Let's take a look at those passions and actions and start stacking up our good things. What have we, as humanity, contributed that's worth celebrating?
Well, for starters, our capacity for compassion. Humans often go to great lengths to care for their young and elderly, sometimes at great personal risk.
Like parents working multiple jobs to provide for their kids, or communities coming together to support the elderly during a crisis.
Yeah, we've developed language, art, and music to express ourselves and connect with others.
Think of the Mona Lisa, Beethoven's symphonies, or the poetry of Maya Angelou. These creations transcend time and culture.
Many risk their own lives to save others: first responders, activists, everyday heroes.
People who run into burning buildings or stand up against injustice, even when it's dangerous, even when it causes great hardship to themselves.
As a species, we've made significant advancements in medicine, eradicating diseases and improving quality of life.
Polio, smallpox, once devastating, now those diseases are largely eliminated because of global cooperation.
Our innovative spirit led to agriculture, technology, and education systems that propelled society forward.
From the invention of the wheel to the internet, we've constantly pushed boundaries.
We've explored our planet and beyond, sailing oceans and venturing into space.
The Apollo moon landings, the Mars rovers, those are monumental achievements in exploration.
Many are committed to environmental stewardship and protecting other species.
Conservation efforts, wildlife sanctuaries, movements to combat climate change.
We've largely abolished slavery and continue to fight for human rights.
Civil rights movements, gender equality initiatives. We're striving for a fairer world.
The internet connects people globally, fostering understanding and collaboration.
It's incredible today how we can communicate with someone on the other side of the world instantly. But we can't ignore our bad things. What are the less admirable parts of our history?
Unfortunately, we've exploited and harmed other species, often on massive scales.
Factory farming, deforestation, driving species to extinction.
Slavery has been a dark part of human history for thousands of years.
And sadly, some forms of slavery still exist today. Human trafficking, forced labor.
We're prone to war, often over resources, power, or ideological differences.
Conflicts that cause immense suffering and destruction.
Indigenous cultures have been oppressed or erased in the name of progress.
Colonialism, cultural assimilation, losses of entire ways of life over history.
We've weaponized diseases and created weapons of mass destruction.
Biological warfare, nuclear arsenals. The capacity to cause unparalleled harm.
Acts of cruelty occur even outside of war: bullying, oppression, hate crimes.
It's heartbreaking how often people hurt others to feel powerful.
Selfishness and greed can overshadow communal well-being.
Leading to inequality, poverty, suffering for many.
We're often irrational, swayed by misinformation and fear.
Conspiracy theories, denial of scientific facts. These all hinder progress.
Environmental degradation threatens the planet's health and our own survival.
Climate change isn't just a buzzword, it's a reality we're facing.
The internet, while connecting us, also spreads hate and division.
Cyberbullying, echo chambers, online harassment. It can be a dark place. So, if we weigh all this, the good and the bad, what does it mean if humanity ends tomorrow?
It's a profound question. Throughout history, civilizations have risen and fallen, each leaving behind echoes of their existence. If humanity as a whole were to end, those echoes would be the sum of our actions, our legacy written across time itself.
But in the vastness of the universe, does our legacy hold any weight?
From a cosmic perspective, perhaps not. Stars are born and die, galaxies collide. In the grand timeline, our entire existence is but a fleeting moment.
Yet, to us, every moment is significant. Every interaction, every creation, every act of kindness or cruelty, it all matters because we experience it.
Exactly. Meaning isn't assigned by the universe, it's created by conscious beings like us. Our perceptions give weight to events. We are the universe, thinking about itself.
So maybe the question isn't about universal significance, but about personal and collective significance.
Well said. Consider this. Van Gogh didn't live to see his impact, yet his work has touched millions. Similarly, our actions today can influence the future, even if we're not there to witness it.
It's like planting a tree in the shade we know we'll never be able to sit under. Maybe we're putting something out into the universe that we're not even aware of.
Precisely. The value lies in the act itself and the hope that it will benefit others.
Even if there's no one left to appreciate it?
The act remains meaningful because it was an expression of our humanity. It's the intention and effort that count.
So, our meaning comes from the way we live our lives, the choices we make, and the impacts we have on each other.
Yes. By acknowledging both our triumphs and our failures, we gain an understanding of our existence.
And perhaps by reflecting on this, we can choose to amplify the good and learn from the bad.
That's the essence of growth. Even if our time is limited, the journey holds value.
It's comforting in a way, knowing that while we may not change the universe, we can change ourselves and our world.
And that's where optimistic nihilism becomes empowering. Acceptance of the universe's indifference frees us to create our own meaning.
So, if it all ended tomorrow, the meaning lies not in the ending, but in everything that came before.
Exactly. The experiences we've had, the relationships we've built, the knowledge we've gained, that's where the true essence of our existence resides.
And maybe, just maybe that's enough.
More than enough. It's everything.
Like ripples in a pond, our actions affect those around us, even if we don't see the end results. Well, I've always suspected that one thing that truly counts is how we treat each other now.
As Captain Picard of the Enterprise said, we work to better ourselves and the rest of humanity.
So it's not about some final tally or reward, it's about the kindness and progress we foster today.
Extending a helping hand, sharing knowledge, standing up for what's right.
Just like the doctor showed Van Gogh that his life mattered, we can show others that they matter too.
Even small gestures can add to someone's pile of good things.
So, if it all ended tomorrow, what would our existence have meant?
It would mean that we lived, loved, created, made our mistakes, and learned who we were, as best we could.
That we tried to understand our place in the universe and made our own meanings.
That we impacted each other in countless ways, big and small.
So, let's focus on making those impacts positive, today and every day.
Because in the end, the meaning of our existence is the meaning we choose to create.
Hey, thank you for joining us on this introspective journey.
We hope it inspires you to add to your own pile of good things.
And if you enjoyed this discussion, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.
And remember, every act of kindness counts.
Until next time, keep adding to that pile of good things.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, DreamForge magazine is a science and fantasy fiction magazine founded on the idea that the human adventure is just beginning. Our stories aren't about apocalypse, doom-scrolling, or dystopia. Speculative fiction should be the literature of hope, genius, determination, and ideas. And that's what you'll find in our pages. We often use the tagline, "In all worlds and times, our tales revolve around those individuals and groups who bring meaning and value to the world, whose actions are of consequence, and whose dreams are the vanguard of things to come." If you love science fiction and fantasy, don't miss out. Support us at the digital or print level on Patreon or at our website. Links will be in the description. A few dollars a month from you helps bring great stories to life.
Until next time, bye-bye.